Hello, my name is Veronica and welcome into the Learning Lab. And in today's lab, I'd like to share with you some quick Christmas gift tags that I've been making. Come on in and let's get started. I wanted to come in and share with you some quick tags that I made to give away at Thanksgiving time instead of giving leftovers to take home. These stickers, which are just absolutely gorgeous, came from my fave store, the Dollar Tree. If you've not had an opportunity to go in and pick up some of these, you just might want to stop watching the video right now and go in and get yourself some. I love these. They are silver foiled, which is absolutely beautiful. These I thought would be great for kids tags, and then of course those that have kind of a gold tone look to them. Now, in addition to those, they had these bells, which I got them because they were sparkly, and I have used them, and those are just some of my leftovers. Now, another one that I picked up was this, and as you can see, it has been fully used. There's hardly anything left, and this sheet happened to be one that had a lot of sayings on it, and I will share some of those tags that I've already used for that. Okay, so what I did was I went to my Cricut cartridge and I did tags, bags, and more, and I cut all of these tags. When I picked up these and saw they were gold foiled and realized I didn't have any gold foil washi tape, I ran into AC Moore and they had like a 60% off coupon for it, and I picked up these two washi tapes, one in gold and the other in silver. And that's what I use to line the bottoms of these. Now these I've already punched a hole into, but to get my hole in there, I took a tag from something else that I had, took a bunch of these, lined them up, kind of got an idea of where I wanted that hole to be. Then I brought in my really big crocodile and punched a hole in that first one. And that is how I got a hole punched in the center in all of my tags. So one other thing I used was this beautiful plaid, and I thought that would go really well with the kid tags that I had. I thought it pulled up those colors pretty well. And what I did for those and for these, actually I was watching a movie and I sat and I stamped my to and from on all of them. Then when I sat down in front of the TV, I just started pulling off washi tape and putting it across the bottom of my tags. Now on the ones that I'm going to share with you, I did take it all the way to the bottom. But that took a lot because then I had to kind of round the edges on them. So when I picked up with this batch, I decided not to take it all the way to the bottom, just to the sides, so that I could trim it a little faster. So the next thing I did was went through my stamp collection, and not bragging, but it is a vast collection. This one I got at Michael's last year, and I liked it because they were small. I know a lot of times we think, what are we going to do with those really small stamps? And these came from one of those little bucket of stamps that you can purchase. And I pulled those out. Now when I'm doing a stamp fest, I will actually take all of my blocks and just load them up with whatever I'm going to stamp. So when I'm ready to go, my little stamp is ready and I can just go on the backs of those or the fronts and stamp whatever I want. Now from this one, I'm actually going to use the no peeking. So I'm using the no peeking one on my little Quick Cuts rocker, and I've been going back and forth with my VersaFine ink because I really love it. And since I'm doing a red one on this, I think I'm going to stamp in red. I already decided that I'm going to put the little rocking horse on here because he's going to fit so beautifully, and that way my no peeking can go right above. So I'm going to put the no peeking right here. Beautiful. And again, if this were assembly line, I'd have them lined up and I would just stamp no peeking all the way down. And the next thing is to put my little rocking horse on there. Go into my ribbon collection, pull some off, and actually the one I pulled for this was really cute, but since I don't have my fabric shears with me, I am not going to cut it off, but that little Merry Christmas will be pretty pulled through the loop. So let me share with you, and I still have all of these to do, and as you can see, I still have lots of stickers to put on there. So let me share with you what I've done so far. And here they are. I do have some that I've put into little baggies, and let me just pull this one out for a sample. And I put 2 on the front, and then I put 2 on the back. And I went into my stash of paper and cut some to be the size of this bag. Now these bags are the Wilton Candy Mold bags. They are the 3 3/4 by 6-inch bags. So I went to some of my paper and cut this to just a little bit over 3 3/4, and then I chopped it off at 2. So I'm going to put this on here and score it at 1. And now I have a little top to go on to here. Just to festive it up a little bit. And to put that together, if you have the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, that's great. You might have the We Are Memory Keepers little stapler. I have that, and I have this Making Memories one. So whatever you have, use it. Now I know this is filled with silver gold staples right now. And I probably should find a gold one. Here, let's do this one. At least it'll have some continuity to it. So this is filled with gold staples right now. So the only thing I need to do is just staple it into place. And these staples, the refills, will fit a regular standard size stapler. So if you don't have one, don't worry about it. Every Thanksgiving, my son and I go to my friend's house. Her mother cooks so much food, and normally I take cheesecake as dessert. So instead this year, I think I'm just going to take a little set of tags for everybody to grab out of the container when they're on their way out. And these are ones that I just need to put my top on. This one is a different set of snowmen that I believe came from AC Moore. Now, on to what I did with the word ones. These tags, I'm sure you're familiar with. They are the ones that I said I always pick up at Tuesday morning if I'm in there. And these were 50 in here. So I'll flip through these just to show you some of the words that were on the word sticker sheet that I showed to you earlier. And for this, I just used some of those, again, little small stamps, and I did some 2nd and 3rd generation stamping. This one here actually came from this set. I just continued it on down the side. Ho 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 was on there, and I put most of those on my Santa. Then I have Festive Wishes, and I did that with my toy soldier. And my son loves getting those. And this one did have a little angel on there. I just thought they were darling. Couldn't resist. Festive Cheer Christmas with the wonderful little elf on there. And most of these are stacked together because they are pretty much the same. This one, I turned it sideways because it says have very Merry Christmas. And again, I just put a tree stamp in the back with some snowflakes just to give it a little bit of background. And those were all of the words that were on there that would fit onto a small tag. And here also are some of the other word tags. Merry and Bright, Happy Holiday. Some of these I have to finish, I have to admit. Merry Christmas, and these are both the same on each side. Again, I used some of the background snowflakes just to make that happen. There was also a Jingle Bells. This one I loved, Let It Snow. And a Happy Holiday that I still need to put these little snowflakes on, and I also picked those up at Dollar Tree. Some I did with the snowflake and then some I have with a Christmas tree on there. I just thought they came out really, really cute, and I'm going to be excited to give these away to not only the people I spend Thanksgiving with, and a thank you to my friend's mom, but also to some of my colleagues. I've had so much fun creating these that I am hoping they'll put a smile on their face. The large size ones that I have left, I'll actually put those onto the front of a card. So that's it. That's all I had to come in and share with you today. And I hope this gives you some ideas for something that you can do to give out as a thank you to someone instead of the traditional candy. I know people are going to go home and start wrapping gifts. Hopefully this will inspire them. Joining me in the lab today, please be sure to check out my blog at inkollusions.blogspot.com. Until then,